YouTube, B3 are back with another kicking action figure review. Today's review is over another figure from the Spider-Man Hobgoblin Build-A-Figure wave of the Marvel Legends Infinite series, and this is the Ultimate Spider-Woman. And yeah, I've been wanting an Ultimate Spider-Woman figure. I was excited when they announced her. I really needed her to go with my Ultimate Miles Morales Spider-Man, but to be totally honest, she is a bit of a letdown. To be 100% honest, a tiny bit of a letdown. And I really hate to say it, but it's true. She's the running change of the Spider-Girl, and I feel like one of the big places they went wrong on her is that they used the same mold as Spider-Girl. Yes, it's the Jubilee mold, and really the only figure I have with that mold I like is the first Spider-Girl on here. And I like my May Parker. She has some problems. But I really don't feel they should have used the mold for this character. I really do not. Maybe just a bigger female mold would have done better. But we will get to that later in size comparisons. But really, she, for the most part, is like the same exact mold as my first Spider-Girl that I just showed you. Same hand sculpts, and really just same sculpting all around, except for the head. We got an original head sculpt. The flowing hair that changes things up. You know, normally the hair is just kind of laying down on a character, like on this Spider-Woman right here. As you can obviously see why I didn't want this mold. But yeah, normally when it's down like this, you can't articulate the head a lot. But her head, you know, can move all around. So a really nice hair sculpt and stuff. Kind of limits what you can do posing-wise with this figure, honestly. I'm really waiting for Hasbro just to be like, hey, let's give a female figure interchangeable heads with different hairstyles. We kind of got that on Captain Marvel, but I mean like someone with big hair that it really matters with, you know? But yeah, she's kind of like this reddish brown all over. Has a nice spider symbol. Mine has lots of paint problems. Like there's a speck there. You can kind of see that. There's a speck up here. Right there. See that? Got some scuffing on the eyes. Lots of scuffing on the hands because they were turned around all the way in packaging. Her legs are warped because of the packaging. I mean, that can kind of be fixed with a hairdryer, but still, you know, I don't want to have to go through that effort. Why can't they just stand them up like this in packaging? Why do they have to be all posed? And the poses all look bad anyways. Just stand them up like this. It'll be fine. Jeez. But, you know, because I liked this sculpt on my first Spider-Girl, but I don't like it on this Spider-Woman at all. I really don't. But articulation, head looks down really far. It can look up a little bit, but not too far because of the hair still. Side to side is a good option. You know, you can kind of like do it side to side like that a little bit. And then up and down on the arm here, as you can see, it's got a nice little range of movement. And forward and back, you got an elbow bend, and you got a rotation in that elbow as well. Forward and back on the wrists, rotation on the wrists, and that is for both wrists. Back a little, not forward any. I don't see why they can't just give female figures ab crunches. My Power Girl has an ab crunch. She's a great figure. Good in and out on the legs, real good in and out. Good forward, not so much back. She got that big old booty, so whatever. Swivel there, real good. Double knee bend right there. Shin swivel. Down, up, and angle pivot. Peg holes down there too, you know. Yeah, but that's her articulation. Not bad, but let's get into size comparisons. Now, first off, here's our Warriors of the Web Ultimate Spider-Woman with some other figures from her wave. Here on the left, we have the Mayday Parker Spider-Girl, and here on the right, Daredevil. And honestly, I think she's too small. I think she's too small. This sculpt is intended for younger girls, and I feel like she's an adult in the comics. I mean, she's much bigger than Miles. She seems like she's a bigger character, I feel like. From what I remember reading in Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man, she's bigger. Because, I mean, she's around the same height as Ben Reilly and Kane Parker. She's just a tiny bit shorter than them in the Scarlet Spiders series from Spider-Verse. So she really shouldn't be this short, I feel like. She's way shorter than Daredevil and the same height as this Spider-Girl here. Because they're both the Jubilee mold, and I don't think that was a good idea. Now here she is with some other Infinite Series figures from other waves. Here on the left we have the Captain Marvel from the King Thor, Odin the Allfather wave. And here on the right we have Toxin from the Ultimate Green Goblin wave. So yeah, you know, I got her for my Ultimate Green Goblin as well. But still, you know, it's like, she's so much smaller. I wish they would have given her this mold. I wish they would have given her this mold because I really like this mold for my female characters. Captain Marvel here is one of my favorite legends, actually. Probably one of my favorite figures, to be honest. I love Carol Danvers as a character. Carol Danvers is a great character, in my opinion. And I just really love this figure of her as well. And, you know, Toxin, he's a big guy. He's the Hyperion mold that, you know, is shared by Sentry and Radioactive Man and others. But she's just so small. She's so small. I do not like it at all. Now, here she is with some Marvel Select figures, and you really get a sense of how small she is here, because Marvel Legends normally look a lot smaller than Marvel Selects, but I mean, whoa, look at her with these. Look how small she is. She's like a child. Compared to Anti-Venom here on the left and Superior Spider-Man here on the right. I mean, oh. It's really no good. It's really no good. It's just, she's just not scaling well with your other figures. And now here she is with some Toy Biz Marvel Legends finally. And these are from the same movie. Here on the left we have the superposable Green Goblin, and here on the right we have the Battle Ravaged Spider-Man. And honestly, these are the ones I think she scales best with. This is who I think she scales best with, honestly. I mean, the Toy Biz normally I feel like are a little undersized, but she's undersized by a lot, I feel. And, you know, I think she looks better with them than she does with the Hasbros that she's made to go with. So, you know, I think she looks better with Toy Biz, honestly, but that's not what I'm going to display her with. This is who I'll be displaying her with. Ultimate Spider-Man, Miles Morales, my boy. Haven't shown him in a video in a long time. I really do like this character. And this figure is pretty cool too. It's not my best Spider-Man figure, but still, it's cool. Probably, you know, he's better than the Amazing Spider-Man figure he came out alongside for sure. But, honestly, just look. They're like the same height. And Miles was like a middle schooler for a while. He's older now, but... oh, man. She's middle school height. That's not good. That's bad. So yeah, you know, I'm not liking her height at all. And real quick, I would also like to point out that she does come with the main torso piece of Hobgoblin, so you can snap him all together like this. So all in all, what are my final thoughts on this Ultimate Spider-Woman, aka Warriors of the Web, from the Hobgoblin Build-A-Figure wave of the Marvel Legends Infinite series? I'm not digging her. I think she's the weakest figure in the wave. I kind of expected that, honestly, but she's definitely the weakest. She's way too small. I cannot say that enough. She is too small. I think she's tiny, tiny, tiny. But, you know, I'm not really up to date on this character right now. So, you know, if you think she's fine, she's fine. But I think she's too small. I think you should have given her a bigger mold. They just gave her this mold, I feel like, because that's what they were giving Mayday Parker, the other Spider-Girl in this wave. And, you know, I think that worked for her, but I don't think it works for this character. You know, the head sculpt's fine. It lets you move it around a lot. I wouldn't be able to turn her head like this if it wasn't flowing in the wind, so that's cool. But at the same time, it's like, you can only really kind of do so much stuff with her if you're going to do ACBA or something. You know, that articulated comic book art. And, you know, articulation's okay. They don't really do female figures justice with articulation. But I could look past that. But there's just still more wrong with her. Because you have a lot of paint problems on this figure. In the eyes, on the entire torso, on the hands. Just all over. Paint problems. Also warped legs. No accessories. Even, like, for a figure this small, maybe we should get some accessories. But we don't. We just get a small figure for $21.99. I just, unless you're a big fan of the Ultimates, a big fan of this character, or need to build your Hobgoblin, I say forget getting this figure, honestly. I'm a big Spider-Man dude, so I was going to get her even if she didn't come with a Hobgoblin piece, and I really wanted her to go with my Miles. So that's why I got her, because she fits in well with my collection, and I love the Infinite series and stuff, but this is a weak figure, and all in all, I just really got to give her 2 out of 5 stars. I'm not impressed. I feel like she's mostly a rehash of the Spider-Girl that I got from the Ultimate Green Goblin wave, really. Except not as good. Not as good. So, yeah, that's it, you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, follow me back on Twitter, all that jazz. So thank you all so much. 2 out of 5 stars. I really hate that it has to be that way, but it is. And, yeah, thank you all again for your support, and I'll see you all later.